Okay, chalo, let's get started. In the figure, DE is parallel to AC and DC is parallel to AP. Prove that BE upon BC is equal to BC upon CP. Now, whenever one side of a triangle and a line which is in between are parallel, so then which theorem we can use here? DE is parallel to AC and DC is parallel to AP. How we are going to work with this? See, whenever one side of a triangle is parallel to a line which is in between, that means we can use BPT theorem, basic proportionality theorem. Are you okay with basic proportionality theorem or forgotten? Okay, chalo, let's see. Let's see what we can do here. Where is my OneNote went now? It's not still not working. Now tell me, can you see the screen properly, the whiteboard? Ah, you can see it. When I am changing the screen, no, you cannot see the changing screen. Okay, chalo. In BPA, we have, okay, let us divide it into two triangle. One is this triangle, BPA, wherein two lines are equal, two lines are parallel. Hmm. DE is parallel to AC. Can you see this triangle? And there is another bigger triangle wherein BPA, what which is BPA, wherein DC is parallel to AP. Okay, let us talk with the triangle which I have marked here. Triangle BAC. In triangle BAC, DE is parallel to AC. Can you see DE? 1 minute again it went. Huh. BD upon DA is equal to BE upon EC. This is called as basic proportionality theorem. Okay, where the parallel lines are cutting now, D is parallel to AC. So B upon C, B upon EC is equal to BD. Oh, B upon EC equal to. Okay, let's write for the other triangle as well, which is triangle BPA. In triangle BPA, okay, this triangle. So DC is a parallel to AP. So what will be the basic proportionality theorem? How the sides will be triangle? BC upon CP, which is equal to BD upon DA. Correct? See, both the one side is same. One side is same. So other side will also be equal. Hmm? That means BC upon CP will also be equal to BE upon EC. This is clear. Any doubt? Any? Uh, is it proved? BE upon BC is equal to BC upon CP. BE upon BE upon. I think I wrote wrong. EC. Okay, okay. Now I got it. Okay, BC upon CP, which is equal to BE upon BC. B upon EC. Did we take the right triangle? We have taken BPA, correct? In BPA, what we got? BC upon CP, which is equal to BD upon DA. And then we have taken BCA, BAC or BCA, wherein DE is parallel to, okay, BAC, wherein BD upon DA is equal to BE upon EC. That is correct. Hmm. BE upon BC. No, I think the question is only wrong because here it should be, yeah, it should be EC. It is not possible only. It is not possible. We can use the basic proportionality theorem in this way only. DC was parallel to AP. So we will take the bigger triangle wherein we have one BC and a CP. Yeah, so that we have written properly. Okay, then we have another this smaller pink color triangle which I have marked wherein BD upon DA is equal to BE upon EC. So it is correct. And we cannot write it in any other form as well, like on the same line. Like what I have marked right now, EC. Then it is proved that it is correct. Okay, one more challenging question which is related to midpoint theorem. Let's take one midpoint theorem. Again, 3 marks question. Side BC of triangle ABC is bisected at D. O is any point in AD. BO and CO produce means it extends and meet AC and AB in E and F respectively, and DAD is produced to X. That is, if there is a line which is extending, that O is the midpoint of OX. Prove that AO is proportionate to AX. which is equal to AF, which is proportionate to AB, and show that FE is parallel to BC. FE is parallel to, okay, that we can prove. Mm-hmm. Yes, that is fraction only. Okay, but there is a little construction I think which we can make here. We have to make it list this also a triangle. Join this line and this line. I will tell you why we have done this. Okay, we will join BX and CX. Now in the question they have given BD is equal to CD. Hmm? BD is equal to CD. Hmm? And OD, because it is midpoint they are saying, which is equal to TX. This is the information. BD is equal to CD because they are saying that there is bisecting BC side BC of the at D. So that's the reason this and this are equal. Okay, this is clear. OD is equal to DX because BC and OX, okay, both bisect each other. So from this two property, we can find out that OBXC, OBXC, OBXC is a parallelogram. Hmm? It's a parallelogram. See, when the lines are parallel, opposite sides are parallel, and the sides are equal. Okay, that is the time we can say that it is a parallelogram. But in this diagram, we can say that BD, okay, which is equal to DC. So the bisector BC is the bisector, sorry, BC is the diagonal, we can take it as a diagonal. So diagonal is bisecting each other, and OD and OX are also diagonal, so it is also bisecting each other. BC and OX, they are bisecting each other. From that property we have that this quadrilateral OBXC, blue color, is a parallelogram. Okay. Okay, when a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, when the quadrilateral is a parallelogram, that means their sides are parallel. Hmm? That means, yeah, BX, yes, opposite sides are parallel. CO and CX is a parallel to BU. Hmm? Now BX is a parallel to, instead of CO, can I write an extended version of it? CF, line CF. See, and the extended version of BO, that is BE. Hmm? Correct. Getting my point, what I am trying to prove here. So we are trying to prove that two side of a triangle are parallel, but with the help of a parallelogram. Okay, this line is parallel to this line, and this line is parallel to this line. So we have proved here. So BF is parallel to BX. Now we have another piece of information. BX is parallel to OF. BX is parallel to OF, which is part of that red color line. And CX is parallel to BE, na, what? OE. OE. Hmm? Now, if we look at triangle ABX, okay, ABX, this triangle we are talking now. If we look at this triangle, BX is a parallel to OF. See, it is given here. Just now I improved it. Hmm? Then we can use. one theorem. Do you remember that theorem when two lines are parallel? What theorem we can use here? Which theorem was that? Just one side. Yeah, in a triangle, when to one side and a line which is there in between the triangle is parallel, then their sides are in proportional. Which theorem is that? AF upon FB. Hmm. AF upon AF upon AB. Sorry, AF upon AB, which is equal to A. What is that? AE upon AC. No, this is basic proportionality theorem. Midpoint there. Okay, that also we will do. AO upon AX. AO upon AX. Where we went? No. AO upon ABX we are dealing with. Na? AO upon AX. This is O. AO upon AX is equal to AF upon AB. This is clear. Basic proportionality theorem or converse of basic proportionality theorem. Hmm. Converse of BPT, when two lines are parallel, when one side and one line is parallel, their sides are in proportional. Done with this done with this triangle. Now let us move on to another triangle, which is triangle AXE. Okay, in triangle AXC, AE upon AC, which is equal to AO upon AX. Any doubt? Any confusion? Now see, the left hand side and left hand side are equal. Can you see that? So AF is also equal, AF upon AB is also equal to AE upon AC from 1 and 2. So by converse of midpoint theorem, E and F are point on A and B such that it divide AB and AC in the same ratio. They are equal. Okay, we are talking about that big triangle ABC now. Huh? Then, with the help of converse of basic proportionality theorem, we can say that FE, yes, so FE is parallel to BC. Okay, when these two triangles, when then this triangle, yeah, converse of BPT. Okay, so you can write here by converse of BPT. Clear? Yeah, if you want, you can take this in your book. AO upon AX, that we can write, is equal to AO upon AX. I think I have proved here. Only parallel we have to prove now. Okay, shall I put the next question? Okay, yeah, you can take it down if you want. Anyway, we have the recordings now. Okay, so let us move on to the next question. I want you to give a try first because this is little easier. Okay, in the right angle triangle PQR, PM is the altitude. Altitude means what? That is height. But whenever there is a height, that means it is a straight line which is making a 90-degree there down. But the angle, it is bisecting the angle. Okay. Given that QR is equal to 8 centimeter and MQ is equal to 3.5, then find the value of PR. Huh. Don't you think you have to prove these two triangles to be similar? Okay, which two triangle are you looking first? Tell me that. No, PQR and MPR. This two triangle you have to do. This two triangle you have to. Yeah, yeah, because QR value is given. Mm-hmm. A similarity. Then which two, which side you will say are in proportional? No, upon no corresponding sides of similar triangles are proportional. Okay, okay. Let me help you with this one also. We will take two triangle. In triangle PQR. Can you see PQR? The big triangle, outside one, and triangle the smaller one which is PMR. PMR. Okay, this two triangle we will take because we want to find the value of PR. So wherever two PR is there, na, we will take that triangle. This is clear why we took this two triangle. We don't want anything else. We want a PR. We have to take two triangle in that way wherein PR is there. Okay. So now, now triangle uh, angle QPR is equal to QPR. No, no, we will not take this two triangle. First, we will write the 90-degree. Okay. Angle angle PRQ. Oh, this one is the common one. Sorry, PRM. For the bigger triangle and the smaller triangle, R is common. Hmm? Okay. Then we have to take that 90 also, no? Angle QPR. Oh, correct. But see, they have given in the question this is a right angle triangle. They have given in the question. How can we miss such valid information? So that angle is 90 degrees. QPR is a big triangle which is equal to PMR and both are 90-degree. They have already given in. See, in the right angle triangle QPR, so right angle triangle means there is one angle which is marked here. That means this is a 90 degree. And as this is the altitude, this is also 90 degree. So this triangle P is equal to angle R because both are 90 degree. Now clear 90 degree each. Then we can prove that these two triangles are similar by AA test. PQR, that is the bigger triangle, is similar to PMR, which is the smaller triangle, by AA test. Now, as the triangle is similar, their corresponding sides will also be equal. So we will write PQ upon QR is equal to PM upon MR, which is equal to PR upon PR. So we will pick up only whatever is given in the diagram, the measurement. PQ is given? No. QR is given. QR, which is 8. PM is given? No. MR is also not given. So this is not necessary. PR, mm, 8 minus. I think we have not written some things properly. P is equal. We have not written the names properly. Because P is 90 degree, na, so we have to take M as 90 degree. So M. We have to write the names also properly. P is correspond to M because both are 90 degree. Okay, then what will be the next one? P R. Okay. MPR na? Now it is correct. Chalo. PQ upon MP. This is not needed. So let's not think about it. Then we have PR upon MR, which is equal to QR upon PR. Now it is framing properly. See, PR and PR on both the side. So PR, we will write it as it is, which we need to find. MR, as you told, we can figure out MR, which is 2.5, correct, which is equal to QR, which have given 8, which is equal to PR. Now PR into PR is PR square, which is 8 times 4.5. So 8 ones 36. So root of 36 is 6. So it is 6 centimeter. Easy sorted. So now moving on to the next one. Yeah, go through it once if you want. You can take down some important points also from here. Okay, one more coming for you. Yeah, in this figure, angle ADE, which is marked, okay, which you could see is marked, is equal to angle B of that bigger triangle. Triangle ADE is similar to triangle ABC. Okay, observe the names of also carefully. The smaller triangle is similar to bigger triangle given in the question, but in a twisted name. A is A, correspond to A. B is correspond to D, and E will be correspond to A. If AD is 3.8, A is 3.6, B is 2.1, BC is 4.2, find DE. Okay, this is looks a simple question. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Show that there we have to prove it. A similarity. Now, once we have proved it similar, their corresponding parts are also similar. Correct? The corresponding sides are in proportional. Correct? So AD upon, no, they are not parallel. Okay, if once we prove the triangle to be similar, their corresponding sides are in proportional, which is equal to AE upon AC, which is equal to DE upon BC. I am not proving them similar. That you know have to do it. Yeah, that you have figured out. DE upon BC is equal to AD upon AB, which is equal to AE upon AC. Correct, na? See, A was correspond to A only, D is corresponding to B, and E is corresponding to C. That is important. A D I wrote from here, so A B I will write down. D E I am writing here, so B D E, D E, so I wrote B C, and A E I wrote from here, so A C I am writing here. Clear? A D is 3.8, A B we don't know, A E is 3.6. AC we are not aware. BE is, where is BE? Acha, this one. Acha, BC is 4.2. What we will do with BC? Acha, BC we wanted 4.2. We have to find DE. A is how much? 3.6, na? Mm-hmm. So AB we can find 6, 4, 4.7. AB is 4.7, 4.7. Chalo, let's find out AC. We will do cross multiplication here, 4.7 into 3.6 upon 3.8, which is equal to AC. So, how much will be AC? Mm-hmm. Okay, I think. See, instead of this, we can do one more way. We can ignore this. Huh? And we can just do 3.8 upon 4.7, which is equal to that unknown DE, because in the question we need to find only DE. They are not asking for AC, which is 4.2. Okay, so we can only focus on what we need. So 3.8 into 4.2 upon 4.7. Chalo, let's ignore the zeros first. Denominator, we cannot have a zero, so multiplied by 10. So which will give you 3.8 into 42 upon 47. Okay. Um, just a minute. This 4.7 is not correct. 5.7. No, no. Denominator only we don't need the decimal point. Numerator, we can have a decimal point. No problem with that. Denominator, it is quite challenge. This is 5.7, not a 4.7. 3, 4, 5, and that's 7. Hmm? Okay, chalo, let's calculate 57 and 42 in one table. 7 or 38 and 57. Okay, I think it will come in some decimal points only. Okay, let's multiply 38, 3.8 into 42. 38 into 42 is how much? Or 42. Mm-hmm. Tell me. 4.2. 38 into 4.2 divided by 57. 159.6 upon 57. 2 times two long division, it is 28. So it will be 2.8. Okay. When I multiply 3.8 into 42, I am getting 159.6. Okay. Then I divided by 57. Twos are we will do. And then there will be some carry. Then 8. So it is 28. So one place there is a decimal point. So we will put decimal point after one place. Okay. Sorted.